Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Monday the 5th of October. We have new mods, we have a load of updates today. The updates are as follows. It would appear MrSealyp has been clearing the decks from top left. The fuel storage, manure sell point, liquid silo by MrSealyp and Food Farmer. The shed pack by MrSealyp, silo facility, wash station, all by MrSealyp. The brick and metal fences pack by Camelos0397. The taco stand by GRANIT, Oxygen David, Bullet Bill and Lone Wolf. The Holland pack that came out on Saturday by STv-Modding has had an update. erShaba by STv-Modding, Quadrant 330. There's quite a few other mods there. That's an update to a map, but that is the part of the update is new to console. I'll probably be doing a map tour on that, but maybe not till tomorrow morning. The new Holland T8 by blauea, the silage fork by NicoPix, the GE17240 by FBR-Modding Cristiano, the NMC fuel tank by NMC T-Bone. And then two more by MrSealyp, the liquid storage tank and the GRANIT storage by MrSealyp have all had updates today. Okay, directly in front of me we have got the portable liquid storage tank by GRANIT. This is nice, I like this. This will only use one slot as well, which is amazing. Nicely detailed. I think it's 6,000 litres. It holds multiple, not at the same time obviously, but it can hold different liquids. I know for people that like doing logging, if you're taking all your stuff out into the wilderness and you need a fuel source, you'll often take a fuel tank with you, but this will hold all sorts of stuff. This you'll find under tools, under miscellaneous, right at the very end there. 6,200 litres, not 6,000 litres. 3,420. Like I say, one slot. That's amazing. It will take milk, it will do water, herbicide, liquid fertiliser, fuel. I think it does DEF as well. Options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, and there's a few. There's like race red. We've got race red new, which is slightly shinier, which I think I might have gone for. You've got aged, and there's that's a whole, you know. Then you've got a few metallics and so it depends what you want to go for, but so yeah, 6,200 litres. But what's really cool about this, and I like it, it does say you need to use a front loader tool for manoeuvring it, because when you do, you come over to it, you'll get the thing come up like that. So if I press attach, look, you get a frame and hanger and chains. That's brilliant. Up we go. And wherever we want to take, I love the fact, look, rocking on the chains. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Now, it does say that... Oh, do I have to open it? I feel from here. I thought it might, but maybe not. Oh, open cover. That could be why. There you go. Cover opens. Now we can fill. Now, it does say be careful, because you might need to have a weight, because once it starts getting heavy, as you can see, the weight's gone into it. And we are just teetering. If you can see the back wheels on the loader. So just be warned, if you are using a tractor with a front loader, once you've filled it up, you may need to have a rear weight just to keep yourself nicely balanced. But there you go, that's the portable liquid storage tank by VStRuk. That's brilliant. There we go. Now, today's a bit of a day for vehicles. We do have some other implements as well, but wow, we've got a load of tractors, we've got a lorry, we've got all sorts of stuff. The Buehrer makes a welcome return. This is the Buehrer Series 6 edition by erShaba VStRuk Sir. Some of these actually, for all different reasons, you'll see as we go through them, have got various different reasons why they're really cool. If I recall correctly, on FS19 we had a Buehrer mod that had like tartan, didn't it? All different sorts of options. But that being said, nicely detailed mod. I like the addition of the silver rims. There's a few different options available, but do like those. It's not too expensive either. I'm trying to think, because I've been through a few, getting them all out and getting them ready. But you'll find this you'll find this under vehicles, under small tractors. There we go. So the Buehrer Series 6 edition is only 8 slots, which is pretty good already. Options available. Now when it says main colour, the main colour stays as yellow and green. The main colour changes the exhaust. So we can go from black to stainless steel to chrome. And then rim colour. Now rim colour is a bit, was this one that was a bit weird? I'm trying to think. So we've got the green, red, blue. There's a few different ones. This is where it gets a bit weird. That one says green, that one says yellow. That's definitely yellow. That's definitely green. They're like a joss skin, yellow and green. Anyway, so a few different options on rims. Then we've got beacon. Now, oddly, that says no beacon light, but there is a beacon there. It then says 2 beacon lights, then no beacon. So it's 1 or 2, rather than none and 2. But then engine options. We are Buehrer 115, 115 horsepower, 135, 135 horsepower, and 165, 165 horsepower. So 165 horsepower adds 8 grand on, which takes the total price of that for a 165 horsepower tractor to 56,080. That's with twin beacon lights and a change to, although the changes in colours didn't make any difference. But then we've got wheel setup, standard, narrows, wides. Those are your options. But it does give you choices to do various different things. I think that's pretty impressive. 165 horsepower for 57,000 and yeah, 57,280 with the wide tyres. Narrows only had 600 and standards nothing. That's pretty cool. So let's jump in. Lights, beacon, or no beacon, however you want to look at it. L1 and R1, right stick side to side opens up the rear window, right stick up and down opens the door. Horn. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? Now, inside is nicely detailed, if plain. I say plain, sparse, because it's an old tractor. But even though it's an old tractor, the detail is really nice, with the diamond plate, checkered board, whatever, however you want to refer to it on the floor. There we go. Very nice. That's the first of our tractors today. That's the Buehrer Series 6 edition by erShaba VStRuk Sir. Turn that off and we turn our attention to the next one. Now I don't often do this, and this is being added on during editing. I was going to be looking at and reviewing this mod which came out today. This is the New Holland 8030 Brazil. Now, it's been uploaded and says Conta Comigo Modding Farm Centro Sul, but it's been brought to my attention by Jeremy. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for letting me know that MrSealyp has posted on his page, absolutely furious to say that this is his mod, that it's been actually taken. Now, I don't usually get involved in this kind of thing. One, because I'm not normally up to speed with all the forums and people saying about these various different things. But the fact it's been brought to my attention kind of leaves you with that kind of guilty thing in the back of your mind, thinking, how can I, in good conscience, show you this mod with all of the details and tell you how fantastic it all is when there's a dispute over who it actually belongs to? So I'm not actually going to show you. Now, it's in the Modhub, but if you want to download it and do whatever you want with it, that's entirely up to you. But I'm not going to push this. If it does get to a point where it gets resolved and then it will eventually get re-put out by the correct modder, like I don't know. I don't want to get involved into the wrangle. I don't know the specifics, but I'm not going to be doing this one. Sorry if that annoys anybody. On to the next one. This one's another one of those ones. It's that blessing and curse thing all at the same time. It's a brilliant mod with loads of details. The slot count's 46. Why does this keep happening? Anyway, this is the New Holland T6 series. This is by Dale's Farmer. So for completely different reasons to why I think that one's cool, this one has got a fantastic engine sound. Loads of options available on it. I think I've got it in the silver. At the moment, it's got some real extra wide tyre choices as well, like flotation type tyres. It's just a very nice mod. And I suppose that's why the slot count is fairly high. Well, I say fairly high. The slot count is high, let's be honest. But if you've got loads of slots to play with and you're looking for a T6, this is a pretty good one. This you'll find under medium tractors. So we go, T6 series is just there. Like I say, 46 slots, 47 slots for the first one. Options available. We can change the rim colour from white to grey to black to silver, which I actually, again, I've got a bit of a thing for the silver. Like I said a while back, I've gone away from the chrome a little bit now. Main colour actually does the chassis underneath. So you've got standard black or heritage edition, which puts the chassis underneath at a blue, almost like the old Fords. That's okay if you go for the standard New Holland blue, but if you change the colour of it, that does really stand out quite a bit, as I'll show you what I mean. If we go for design colour, so you've got the blue power, and that lovely blue power really stands out in contrast to the chassis. The same with if you go for the Fiat Agri, the black, or even the silver. That chassis stands out quite a bit, so I'll put that back on standard. But yeah, the blue power version looks nice. There, you know, some nice colour options. And then we've got configurations. So the configuration goes from standard from 400 kilogram weight up to a 1200. And it's another one of those annoying menus. It's driving me bonkers. 1200. There we go. And then onto a front attacher 3-point link with PTO. Then we've got wheel brands. We have got we've got Trelleborg, we've got Nokian, Michelin, Mitas, and back again. So under Trelleborg we've got standards. We've got reversed front tread. We've got wheel weights, wides, widen weights, extra wides. Let's have a look at that round the back. That's our widen weights. That's the extra wides. That puts a serious bit of width on those. We've then got rear twins, twins all round, narrows, rear narrows, twin narrows all the way round, back to standard. Then we've got our Nokians, standard, reverse front tread, wheel weights, communal, back to standard. Michelin, we've got standard, wides, extra wides, no wheel weight options on these, and back to standard again. And then under Mitas we've got standard, weights, extra wides, and that only does the back on this one. If you look at this, just does the back tyres on the Mitas option. Back to standard, and then we're back onto Trelleborgs again. Then exhaust, we've got standard exhaust, we've got stainless steel exhaust, we've got a stainless steel grill over the exhaust, or we've got both options, so stainless steel exhaust and grill. And then we've got design, standard or blue power, which changes the grills, changes the cab interior. Hang on. There we go. And does the logo as well, gives you the blue power logo on the side. And then we've got Fiat Agri. And then we've got Heritage Edition, which changes the roof colour to white. Then back to standard. Then engine setup. We've got a 125, 125 horsepower, the 145, 145 horsepower, the 155, 155, the 160, the 165, the 175, and the 180. So this goes all up to 180 horsepower. Then front loader attacher, yes. Hello console, or no. And then we've got GPS, no. You can have a New Holland 372 on the top. You can have a Starfire 2000, John Deere one, or no. And then those are your options. So loads of options going on. I think I went for the Trelleborg extra wides. Now, unfold tractor, L1 and X, opens the door automatically, interior light comes on, as you can see. R1 and right stick up and down opens and closes the rear window. I think those are the only options. Yeah, it's open the door or rear window. Beacons, lights, That's got some nicely angled lights as well, so plenty of lighting on that. Horn. Then we start it up. And this is what I mean. I think it sounds brilliant. Inside, nicely detailed. Engine off, engine on. Go for our lights cycle. There you go. It is very nice indeed. That's the new Holland T6 series by Dale's Farmer. You be the judge. Very nice. Next, we've got this. This is the Valtra T series. This is by STv-Modding. Again, quite a few options available on this. This will use 27 slots. Nicely detailed. There's a whole load of options with trim and all sorts on this one. That's, I think I went for gold and black. So the logo's black. The trim across the front's gold. The logo you can change. Yeah, a whole load of options on this. Lighting package is pretty good on it too. I say package, the lights you get with it are very good as well. This you'll also find under medium tractors. There you go. Options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that. Now we have got standard, which is a brown. There's a brown metal, there's red metal, grey, grey metal, orange metal, black, black matte. So as we go through some of the metallic options, I know metallic options aren't everyone's favourite, but they are there. And then we've got a green metal, gold, and then the regular sort of what we're more used to, I guess, you know, as options. Rim colour, anything on that palette. Like so. Then design colour. Now this is what changes the logo on the front. If we go around to the front, the little V, I think this is right, the V on the front for Valtra. If we can go to black logo, yeah, gold logo or red logo, so it changes the Valtra V on the front. Doesn't do the side one, but there's more options, so don't worry. Then wheel brand, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg we've got standard, wheel weights, wides and weights, narrows, rear twins, zoom out a bit, twins, back to standard. Under Michelin's we've got standard, wides and back again. And under Nokian we've just got the communal. Now we come down to interior design. Now as far as I can tell, this does the trim at the front here and the trim on the side. That says grey and chrome. If I now go to the next one, which is black and gold, I couldn't see anything changing on the interior. But what it does do, grey and chrome, it changes the logo to black and the trim at the front to gold. Just around the lights, if I go back one, see grey and chrome, that goes to gold, and the sides on the side is black. Then we've got chrome and black, which does a Valtra sign in chrome and black at the front. Then red and black, so we've got red at the front and black on the side, and then back to grey and chrome again. So a few options there, should you want to change all the trim options like that. So the T194 at 210 horsepower engine setup, the T234 at 250 horsepower, the T254 at 270 horsepower, and then back to 210. So 270 is the highest you'll go on that. Front load attacher, yes or no. With a few of those options and the highest engine size, we're looking at 208 grand. I mean, it's equitable with a lot of the other vehicles out there at the moment. Horn, lights, nice widespread, like I say, front and rear. Actually, I'm just trying to think, does this have any options? Yes, it does. So on my left stick, sorry, L1, then right stick side to side opens and closes the rear window. Right stick up and down opens and closes the left door. R1, right stick side to side opens and closes the sunroof. think. Yeah, there's not one any under L1 and R1, just those options. So we do side door, rear window or sunroof. And then we can change driving direction as you can with, I think, all the Valtras actually. So we can swing our driving position round and drive it like so for various different applications. From inside, that looks like this. Engine off, engine on. Scroll through our light options. Nicely detailed. I do like these kind of panoramic roofs, especially if you're using a front loader. That really helps with loading things higher up and that kind of thing. But yeah, nice mod. Load of options. That's the Valtra T series by STv-Modding. Now I'm going to use, actually I think I'll probably just use this one, would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it? So up next we will move on to some of the equipment we've got today. We have got here a John Deere 7000 planter. This by SleutjesModding. This is a 6-row planter, 6 meters wide, of the John Deere variety. Nicely detailed, solid construction. It doesn't fold up, so unfortunately, like the other John Deere Seeder we've got, which isn't too expensive either, I thought straight away, oh brilliant, 6 ashes, but it doesn't fold, so getting around a lot of the smaller lanes and stuff will be a little bit trickier, but nice mod. You'll find this under tools, under planters. This will use 4 slots, brilliant on the slot count. Only requires 100 horsepower to pull, fantastic. 6 meters wide, runs at 9 miles per hour. Only 10,250 to buy. No options available, so for a 6 meter planter, cheap as chips, low slot count, bit of a no-brainer really. Very nice indeed. Let's drop back up a little bit. Let's open up the menu. So, open cover, L1 and left on my D-pad opens the cover. So if you're going under a buy anything silo or whatever it might be, you may need to open the cover. But nicely animated for opening the cover. If we turn on the sower, and then drop it down. Once it's dropped down, then you can do your ridge markers if you use them. L1 and up on the D-pad will do your left ridge marker, press it again, does your right ridge marker, press it again, lifts them up out of the way if you don't want to use them. And away you go. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a planter. Now it's not. Oh, actually, it's a point. I was miles away. Pressed the wrong thing again. I should have checked. I don't think it's not a direct drill, is it? No. You can sow fields. It does not say. In addition, this will allow you to direct drill. But like I say, for the price, the slot count, everything else on console, that's pretty cool for a 6 meter planter. Not to be sniffed at. So there you go, the John Deere 7000 planter by SleutjesModding. Moving on, we have got the Rotary Grid, the Rotary Grid by Ryan Agro Mods. This is a power harrow. Here we go. This will use 2 slots. It's only about 2 and a bit meters wide, I think. But as you can see, attached by PTO, this is a cultivator, but it's a powered cultivator, hence a power harrow. Well, it's a harrow, but it does the cultivating job. We can turn it on, like so. Drop it down. And away we go. Stop that, lift it up. This you'll find in the store under power harrows on the end there, 8,500, 2 meters exactly, and requires 85 horsepower, which actually is pretty good. I suppose it's about right, 95, 85, yeah. but not a bad price either. And also, like I say, slot count only 2. So if a power harrow is your thing, it may be that one. Oh, options. Oh, what's the matter with me today? Sorry. Options, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette. I do apologise. Like so. Okay, that's the Rotary Grid Power Harrow by Ryan and Agro Mods. Moving on, next to us we have got the Saphir GRANIT 280-160 Old. This is a subsoiler. Big old chunky chisels on that. Let's hook it up. So this will give you the cultivated look but ploughed state. But as you can see, which is a little bit worrying, it is actually giving you 2 separate trenches and it leaves a gap in the middle, which means you're going to have to come back over yourself to do the next row, which might be a little bit annoying for some people. So you, in essence, just drive directly back over the middle of what you've just done, and then you go again. There you go. This is by Noah1735. I'll find it on my list. Picured. I need to say this right, sorry, let me just check through. I don't want to say it wrong. Picured, beim, and Blac Labele. 2 by 20 centimetre scrapers to loosen the field. So, yeah, I don't know how. I don't often use subsoilers, but having it that it's split. Yeah, it only runs at 3 miles per hour, 0.2 meters. So yeah, 20 centimeters is the width of each bit. Options available, there are none. It requires 70 horsepower. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, if subsoiler is your thing, then maybe you'll absolutely love it. There we go. That's the Saphir GRANIT Old 280-160 by Noah1735, Picured, beim, and Blac Labele. Moving on, we've got this. This is not a bad one either. I mean, we're saying not a bad one. Really nicely detailed. This is the Bergmann TSW7340S. Now, recently, there's the Giants version of this that came out. Then there was a modded version, not of this, of the 63. I want to say 6320. I've got one in the Modhub. We'll see it in a minute. That's a double axle. This is a triple axle with a larger capacity, but for the base model, it's the same price. So, and this will also do manure and lime. And I think it does both out to 24 metres, which the standard one does. I used it quite a lot on Stone Valley, so this is just a slightly larger capacity. This is by NicoPix's. Like I say, really nice detail on it as well. On this one, you've also got an option to have a lowering side panel, either left or right. So if you're loading up with something like a wheel loader or whatever, because it's quite high-sided, you can flip the side down and then you can reach over the top much easier for loading it up, which is not a bad feature to have. It's got some big old flotation tyre choices as well on this. So the TSW7340S you will find under Tools, under Manure Spreaders. So the Giants one was a mod, and there's also a modded one, but I can't remember who did the modded one. The 6240, not 6320 at all. I've got the twos around the wrong way. So I say that one will do 25,000 litres, requires 160 horsepower, 24 metre spread, and it will do manure and it will do lime. So this one is the 7340W, same price as you can see there. Also does lime and fertiliser. That one's 21 slots, so's this one. Slot count's the same. Except, like I say, this one's got a larger capacity, 28,500 litres. So we can change the rim colour to anything on that palette, like so. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like so. Then we've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, and back again. And the Trelleborgs, we've got standard, wides, then flotations. Then under Michelin, standard, wides, and flotation. Then we've got no movable side, left movable side, or right movable side. So it depends which side you're most likely to load up from, or you can just do it with a conveyor belt, or however you want to do it. It's up to you. Then back to no movable side. Then on the back, this is another one that's a bit weird with the beacons today. You've got right beacon light, left beacon light, but that leaves the right one there as well. And then right and left. Right and left are both there. Anyway, regardless, you can have one beacon or two. Really doesn't matter. So those are the options. Hook up. Say beacons in the back if you've gone for the beacon option. Open it up, L1 and X opens up the back section, and the guard over the spreaders, just for when you're ready. Now it's under, there we go, open flap. So L1 and right stick up and down will open the flap. So like I say, if you're trying to load into it with something that hasn't got particularly high reach, that can make life a little bit easier for doing that. You can have that left, right, or not at all, depends what you want to go for. So let's open it up. Oh, open flap was still there. How did I not see that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Turn it on. And out we go. 24 metres, and it will do manure and lime out to 24 metres, but with a larger capacity than the other one. So, and quite a few options available too. Obviously, if you go for lots of options, the price will go a little bit higher than the sort of the other version we've had previously, but doesn't seem to have a horrendous flow rate either, which is pretty good. Like it. That's the Bergmann TSW7340S by NicoPixes. Right, engine off. Moving on, we have got these. This is the case skid steer pack. This is by Blauea, Deere 116 or Deere 116, 76 Max / Tom, Swedish Bonna team. There's quite a few people involved in this one. Now, initially when I looked at this, because Blauea bought out a New Holland one recently, I thought, oh, is it a reskin of the New Holland? But it's not. There are quite a few differences, lighting and a few things like that. It's not. Initially I thought, oh, I'm not sure, but it's not. It's not a reskin. Really nicely detailed, crisp, clean, tidy. Few options available on this, including, if you can see on the top of that one, a light bar. So you can have it with a beacon and light bar, or not at all, it's up to you. There are two separate ones rather than it changing on the tracks. We've got the SV version there, and then we've got the TV version. The TV is the tracked, the SV is the wheeled version. These you'll find under vehicles, under skid steer loaders. Now if you have a look at the pictures there of the C232, and have I got the modded one installed? I don't think I have, by Blauea. The modded C232, I thought it kind of looks the same, and there are some elements that are, but there are a few bits that have changed. The booms are slightly different, the lights are different. That one's got side lights and indicators on it as well. That hasn't, but that's got squarer lights. So there are a few options and looks about this that are different. The TV370, these are 11 slots each. Did I say what the Bergmann was? Slot? Oh, I did, no, yeah, so these are 11 slots each. Standard is 74 horsepower, 60 grand. We can change the main colour from the case CE to case IH, so construction version, or the red case, more farming version. Then we've got standard, 175th anniversary, put a stick on the back there. Window configuration, standard or 60% tint. Light configuration, no. Beacon, light bar and beacon. Then engine setup, the TV370 is 74 horsepower, the TV370 Plus is 111 horsepower. Options on the wheeled version are pretty much the same. Main colour, construction or farming. Again, standard, 175th anniversary, windows, 60% tint or standard, light configuration, same thing, beacon, light bar or both. Engine setup, SV280 or 280 plus 111 horsepower. So, let's jump in. Oh, doesn't matter, we'll jump in. It's very quick to react, but controllable. It's not so quick to react that you can't control it. Lights, and then the light bar. That light bar really does make a difference. Beacon on top. And we do also have the option to, actually you would do this normally if that was down, stored energy and all that. Where are we? So L1, R1 and left stick side to side opens and closes the door. If you want to open and close the door. Horn. Inside, nicely detailed. There you go. Nice mod, nice addition. I know a lot of people do like their case stuff. I know one person will be very happy to have some more case machinery. There you go, nice indeed. The case skid steer pack by Blauea, Deere 116, 76 Max/Tom and Swedish Bonna team. Very cool. We're not quite there yet, are we? We've still got a trailer. Ah, right. Next, we've got this. Again, nice to have something a bit different. Yes, it is a lorry. Truck. But this got some nice options. Lights again on this. Today, I don't want, the lights are mad today. This is the VStRuk PT600 by Rowley Christie 1 Vanquish 081. Really nicely detailed. It's a big old beastie. 3 engine sizes, I think, on this, if I recall correctly. There is no trailer hitch on the back, just the 5th wheel for regular sort of semi-trailers, which could be a no for some people. I really do like the design of it. Like I say, it's very nice indeed. This you'll find under vehicles, under trucks. There you go. 95 grand for the base model. This will use 11 slots, so not high in the slot count either. Changing the main colour, like so, changes the main colour. The rim colour, we've got quite a few to choose from. We do have stainless steel, dark steel, aluminium, chrome, polished, new silver. Then we got into some of the sort of metallic-y colours. And then as we come down, we're into the more regular sort of colours. I think I went for the polished if I recall correctly. I can't speak today. Design colour changes the bottom section. And we have metallic option. That's the design colour. Then we've got the option of standard, beacons on top, bumper and beacons. Now there isn't an option to have the bumper without the beacons on the top. So if I go for beacons and then go for bumper, the beacons stay. So you have to have both at the same time. Then engine size. So we're at 98,500, which is pretty good. 405 horsepower. Couple of changes made. If I go for the PT 550, 550 horsepower, adds 24,175 on, taking us to 122,625. If we go to the 600 horsepower, which adds 50 horsepower, so we've gone from 405 to 550 for an addition of 24 grand. Going up to 600 horsepower takes up to 90,500, which rockets the price up to 189,000. But for 600 horsepower, pretty good. pretty good. So, now, one thing you might have noticed already, reverse lights are bright. I have found with some trucks, vehicles, lorries, when you're reversing, especially at night, the reverse lighting isn't that great. It is very good on this. If you go through our lights, you'll also notice a few light options. The lights across the top also light up. Beacons on the top. But what's interesting to me, what's the indicators? What's on the ground? It's like a disco. Look at that. And it still, to me, brings into question, if you can do that on console on indicators, why can't you do it with beacons? I know it says because with the beacons everything has to light up, but I drove past, what did I drive past on the way out with this, and it lit up on the side of the building as well. Yeah, look. I don't know. But I just thought that was something worth pointing out because they really are quite bright. And very cool indeed. Sounds nice. I don't think we've got any doors to open. L1, R1, L1, R1. No. In cab. Nicely detailed. A bit of flicker on one of the wing mirrors I noticed. But that might have just been the angle I was at with the light maybe. Yeah, there's a little bit of flicker. But yeah, overall, not bad at all. It's nice to have another lorry, truck, in-game. Some nice options available. Not bad at all. That's the, I'll get it right, the VStRuk PT600 by Rowley Christie 1 Vanquish 081. Moving on, we have got a building today. Only the one building. Some days we get all buildings. Some days we get all vehicles. We have one building. This is the Multipurpose Warehouse by CaveModding. Means you can put lots of dolphins in here. No? Trust me. Multipurpose. Doesn't matter. So, door opens like so. Nicely detailed. I mean, the texturing on it is fantastic. Brickwork at the bottom, wood up the sides, the galvanised steel guttering and drain pipe. Lights on the inside, fire extinguishers on the walls. Drive through if you want it to be. Not bad at all. There you go. That's the Multipurpose Warehouse by CaveModding. This you will find under placeables, under sheds. 20,000 to buy. Only use 11 slots. Not too bad at all, really. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. I'm going to have to grab a tractor for this. This is the Lizard D83. This is a trailer, as you can probably tell. This is by Cashdown18 and TheFluorke. Quite a few options available on this, actually. I think I went for doubles. I think I've got doubles on that. I'm trying to see now. Yeah, pretty sure I went for doubles on it. We can have it with or without trailer attacher. We can have various different sizes, cover or not, and yeah, there's a whole load of options available on it. I think it goes up to 17,000 and something litres. Incredibly well detailed for 11 slots as well, especially with the amount of options you've got available on it. This you'll find under tools, under trailers. There you go, the D83, 16,500. Options available. Now it starts off fairly bland, but there's all sorts we can do with this. Rim colour, anything on that palette. We're on that autumnal palette again, like so. Main colour, we can change to anything again on that palette, like so. That does the chassis. Design colour does the main body. like that. Then we've got capacity 8,720 litres, 15,540 litres, 16,700 litres, or 17,460 litres. We can have bale loading wagon with 3 sides, bale loading wagon with, well, ends, 2 ends and no sides. And then I think we go back to the standard size. Yep. Then we've got under wheel brand. This is driving me bonkers. There we go. So we've got Lizard 1, Lizard 2, Lizard 3, Trelleborg, back again. Under Lizard 1 we've got Narrows and we've got Twins. Under Lizard 2, just different tread pattern again, Narrows. Hang on. Narrows and Twins. Lizard 3, Narrows and Twins. Trelleborg, just standard. And then back again. Then we've got bars, yes or no. So depending on whatever capacity you go for, you can either have it, the whole colour being what you chose, or bars that run up the side. So you have red bars, or back again. So depending on what colour you've gone for, if you go for bars, it will always be red. You can't change the colour of those bars. Then we've got sides are flat, or you can have wavy, sort of the more corrugated side, but that again is only on the bottom section. Again, so I want to say again, if I go for that one, the top sections remain flat and the bottom section remains wavy. Then attachers. So on the back we've got mud flaps, trailer hitch, mud flaps and trailer hitch. So nothing, mud flaps, trailer hitch, mud flaps and trailer hitch. Then we go to fenders. At the front there you can see you've got metal ones. We can go with plastic, which puts them all around, and then no. Then cover, yes or no. If you go for cover, it's blue. There's no option to change that colour. It's just a blue cover. So again, it will depend what colour you go for. You could have a real mishmash of different things. If you go for the side supports being red as well, the bars, you can have some very unusual colour combinations. So bear with me 1 second. Right, I am hooked up. So L1 and left on the D-pad opens up the cover. To unload, we do have the option of tip side back, left, right, and back again. If I go back, L1, R1, and triangle, the bottom section opens. It doesn't tip, it just pours out from there. If I go tip side left and unload, same thing, doesn't tip, just pours out. And if I go tip side right, you've guessed it, the same thing. But nice animations all round on that. Very nice indeed. That is the last of our mods for today, the Lizard D83. I hope you found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.